There is a member of Club 1999 who made the following comment. That is after taking my very latest highly sensitive video. This is what he said. To me, hearing Joho Intiati and Oscar Sudi's reaction, it means in response to what Joho said about DP Ruto, and having listened to this recording, it gives a very clear picture of the games being played. Now, if we can forget about my sensitive recording for a minute, my sensitive video, and focus on what this man was actually saying, or what he has seen, because definitely here he has seen something. And to be very honest with you, he saw this something long before I had seen it, because it is only after several days and after recent developments have unfolded that I've actually understood precisely and exactly what he saw, especially from the comments that Bwana Sudi made. Oscar Sudi. Now, before I tell you what it is I think I've seen and what this person definitely saw, why don't you listen to exactly what Bwana Sudi said? Then we'll come back and I'll tell you. Just listen.
Niliona wakisema juzi ati wanataka kubomoa Western Hotel. Mimi nataka niambie wa Kenya na niambie hawa wabomoaji. Before ifike hiyo siku ya kubomoa Western Hotel, tutatolea nyinyi list. Kuna watu wanaishi mpaka wanaishi kwa shamba ya serikali kama ni yao. Wamechukua kunyakua. Hakuna mtu squatter Kenya hii. If you are a Kenyan, you are a Kenyan full. Hakuna Mkenya special na Mkenya nusu. Niliona gavana wa Mombasa jana akiwa kule Samburu, ama sijui alikuwa wapi, akiongea kuhusu ufisadi na kuongea kuhusu uongozi ya taifa la Kenya. Mimi nataka nijibu rafiki yangu Joe. Nimwambie ya kwamba wewe kwanza haufai kuongea kwa mbele ya Wakenya. Haufai kuongea kuhusu maendeleo ama uongozi ya Kenya. Kwa sababu ni Wakenya wamepata shida sana. Watoto wa Kenya wengi wamepotea kule pwani, kule Mombasa, kwa sababu ya madawa yenyewe unaleta na kuuzia wao. Alafu leo unasimama mbele ya kamera ama TV, National TV, unaongea kuhusu corruption, unaongea kuhusu uongozi ya Kenya hii. Mimi nataka nieleze Joe, hiyo biashara unafanya kule Mombasa, na wewe unajua vizuri sana kuanzia ile meli ilipuliwe. Najua wenzako wana biashara ya hiyo kasi ya dawa wameenda chini. Wewe umeshikilia tu kwa sababu uko na hiyo uongozi ama serikali ya Mombasa. Hiyo ndio inakushikilia. Bure wewe unafaa kufungwa, unafaa utolewe inji kwanza, au fai kuongea kuhusu kitu yote maendeleo ama kuhusu uongozi yoyote. Kwa sababu nimesikia ukisema ati Uhuru Kenyatta, unaunga Uhuru Kenyatta kwa sababu alisema afadhali apoteze marafiki kwa sababu ya ufisadi. Mimi nilishangaa sana ukisema ati wewe unaweza kuwa rafiki mmoja ya Uhuru Kenyatta. Unless unatafuta Uhuru Kenyatta umrecruit akukubalia ulete dawa kwa sababu yeye ndiye alifunja ile meli yenu kule Mombasa. Mimi nataka niambie Joe, wewe haufai kuongea. Na sisi tukiwa viongozi wa Rift Valley ama bonde la Ufa, nataka tukueleze ya kwamba usikuje kuongea kuhusu maneno yote, anything kuhusu Rift Valley, because ile shida tuko nayo Mombasa. Watoto wa Kenya wengi hawaendi shule, wamepotea kwa sababu ya madawa. Hatutaki utuletee hiyo maneno ya madawa Rift Valley. Wewe hata hiyo Mombasa tutakufuata my friend. Hii baada hii uongozi yako tunataka tujue ni dawa kiasi gani umelete, ni watoto kiasi gani wameumia. Na ndio mnaona kila siku mnaongea kuhusu William Ruto kwa sababu mnajua ile kitu atafanya akipata uongozi. Wewe ni mtu unafaa kuwa kamiti. Na nataka niongezee pia niambie Uhuru Kenyatta, hata kama umekosa marafiki, afadhali utafute rafiki ule fukara ya mwisho. Lakini huyu ni conman, anataka kukurikuru tena ndiye alete dawa katika taifa letu la Kenya.
Folks, ambila words. I mean, Bwana Sudi has never been this forthright. He has never made such biting comments, about any other politician in the country called Kenya. Not even when he was at war against Raila Odinga. Now, personally, I had to listen to Bwana Sudi's comments, remarks, several times to make sure that what I was hearing right. And my verdict at the end of it all, Kenya was headed for serious trouble. These were the earlier moments of a very serious confrontation between DP William Ruto people, and what I can call the rest of Kenya. Yes, they have talked before, but they have never talked before like this, surely. Now, back to what caused this Club 1999er to make this comment. It was all in reference to my latest sensitive video. And what he was saying is that my video made him understand all the backroom deals, all that is happening in the backroom, and it made this particular reaction from Bwana Sudi very, very clear to him, and the reason why he reacted like this. Now, it is definitely something you want to find out, definitely something I cannot discuss on an open channel like this, because believe me when I tell you it's sensitive. And it is huge. I don't understand, I cannot even begin to understand how somebody who does not have that information, will be able to interpret what was unfolding here in Kenyan politics. Anyway, on your screens right now is all the information you need to be able to get your hands on that video. But I want to speak about something else before we move on. Now, just get ready for this one. After this reaction from Bwana Sudi, something happened in Kenyan politics. And this illustrates how quickly politics can change. This is a perfect example. The DPP, Bwana Nordin Haji, made a decision. He made a decision to actually go ahead and prosecute the Deputy Chief Justice. Now, that's an ongoing case, and I'm not going to discuss the merits or demerits at this juncture. I want us to focus on the reaction of Kenyans and the perception. Now, this is what I was telling you to wait for me to tell you. What has happened, in my view, is that decision by the DPP, has completely changed the political scenario. In the clip that you have just viewed, Bwana Sudi and DP's camp were looking more than a little desperate. They were looking very cornered. They were looking like they're clutching at straws, hitting out at Joe, making comments about the Western Hotel and about the so-called list they're about to release, All those are very clear symptoms of desperation, of a battle of wits, that is almost coming to its conclusion, or it's coming to its big showdown. Because the big showdown always comes before the conclusion. And then this latest thing happened, as a result of a decision made by the DPP. And all of a sudden, the DP Ruto camp is no longer cornered. I hope you get my gist. I hope you understand what I'm driving at. Because what happened, after that latest development, is that the DP Ruto camp was suddenly vindicated in the eyes of the public. Now, get me right, I'm just talking about perception. I'm not talking about the facts. Because when you take in that sensitive video of mine, you will fully understand the facts. And your whole outlook of the whole situation will change, that I guarantee. However, the vast majority of Kenyans, who are very critical, in the fight against corruption, because their support is key, do not have the information on the video, And even if they had, they may not be able to fully understand its implications. And this is why the Club 1999 that I'm quoting was spot on. Because if you look at the comment he made, he finishes by saying, no wonder the president said that the handshake is so deep that most Kenyans can never fully understand its implications. That, in my view, is 100% correct. So, bottom line, things have changed, and they have changed very dramatically. As I said in an earlier video, DP Ruto camp must now be celebrating. They have been handed a lifeline, because surely they will tell us, I told you guys so. They'll shout at us, we told you so. And it will be impossible for Kenyans to respond in defense, or to deny that what they're actually saying has happened. Now, in my view, this is a very sad development, extremely sad. Because if it is true that the fight against corruption and the fight against impunity is now struggling, that is the saddest news of the decade. Because as I keep on saying on this channel, the whole entire future of our country, the future of our children, hinges on the success, total success, of finishing off corruption and impunity in our country completely. And I'm beginning to get emotional about that, so let me just stop there. Before I go, I would like to highly recommend that you ensure that you take in this latest sensitive video, because it explains very deeply and very thoroughly, while giving examples and very clear evidence, of what exactly is unfolding in Kenya today, and especially this DP Ruto camp versus the rest battle that has been going on. It lays it bare the way it has never been laid bare anywhere else. And all the information for you to get your hands onto this video are on your screens right now. My prayer is that somehow, the battle against corruption and impunity will find strength from somewhere to continue with the same vigor and to continue to receive the same widespread support it was receiving from the Kenyan public. If that does not happen, folks, we are done. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.